wisdom,
prudentia,
justice,
justitia,
temperance,
temperantia,
courage.
fortitudo.
Applying ancient philosophy to modern life, this is the Sunday Stoic.
Are you sick and tired of freaking out about things that you can't control? Do you wish that you could make decisions a little more easily? Perhaps Stoicism is for you. Hi, I'm Steve, and this is the Sunday Stoic Podcast, a podcast where we apply that ancient philosophy to modern life and try to learn and grow together as a community. There's a lot of great listeners out there, and I wouldn't be here at this point if it weren't for you, because it closes the loop. I can talk into the void for a while, but without some sort of feedback, I would have quit by now, so thank you for that. This week, we're going to talk about charity. Perhaps not something you would have thought of as a Stoic topic. A common complaint that I hear about the Stoics from those criticizing it is a lack of emphasis on charity. I won't claim to be a religious studies expert, but my understanding is that charity was added as a virtue to Christianity by Thomas Aquinas in the 1200s. So the question we are going to try to answer today is there any evidence of charity in the Stoic text from 1,000 years earlier? The fragments of Musonius Rufus on training. Since then, I repeat, all this is the case. The person who is in training must strive to habituate himself not to love pleasure, not to avoid hardship, not to be infatuated with living, not to fear death, and in the case of goods or money, not to place receiving above giving. Seneca on the Happy Life, Book 20. I will think that I have no possessions so real as those which I have given away to deserving people. I will not reckon benefits by their magnitude or number, or by anything except the value set upon them by the receiver. I never will consider a gift to be a large one, if it be bestowed upon a worthy object. The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, Book 2. Neither can I be angry with my brother or foul of him, for he and I were born to work together, like a man's two hands, feet, or eyelids, or the upper and lower rows of his teeth. All right, the take-home messages from today. Place giving above receiving, and be ready to help others. According to the Stoics, humans are social beings. We are social animals, just like bumblebees, right? Just like bees in a hive. And while we often focus on that dichotomy of control, we have to remember the dichotomy of control, this idea that there are things in our power and things outside our power, and we're going to ignore essentially those things outside our power. Well, to ignore them doesn't really mean to ignore them. We have to remind ourselves that those things outside our power don't have the ability to affect our character. Only the things in our power affect our character. But we still have an obligation to be useful members of our community. Our actions are up to us. So our actions, of course, may not always turn out the way we'd like, but we must engage with our fellow humans and help when we can. Even Epictetus, who seems kind of cranky sometimes, you read Epictetus, he's yelling at people and he's super, the closest thing to Spock we have in the Stoic world maybe, right? He just seems like he's a little curmudgeon-y, like a cranky Spock, which is kind of an oxymoron. But anyway, boy, what he did, according to texts, when he was older and I think way up in his age, he actually is said to have adopted a child that would have been left to die. So there was a kid, he took it in, let him, and helped raise him with the help of some woman that we don't know much about. We don't know if he was married or not, but this woman in Epictetus raised this child. So my view here is charity is a form of justice. which is a core concept of Stoicism. Don't think that to be a Stoic is to be a heartless bastard. To be a good Stoic is to be a good human. Don't forget, shoot me any emails if you have any questions, sundaystoic@gmail.com. You can support the show by going to patreon.com/SundayStoic or by a one-time donation via PayPal, sundaystoic@gmail.com. Have a great week. Carpe diem. Oh, and before I go, Hannah, thank you so much for the donation. Carpe that diem.
Thank you for listening to The Sunday Stoic. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, rate, and review The Sunday Stoic on iTunes. Become a member of the Sunday Stoic team, earn rewards, and be an integral part of the show by becoming a patron at www.patreon.com/SundayStoic. Contact the show by emailing sundaystoic@gmail.com or by leaving a voicemail at 501-503-3132. To find out more, visit www.sundaystoicpodcast.com. And as Steve always says, Carpe Diem.